Kelvin Gastelum versus Michael Bisping in Shanghai. I gotta admit, I'm having a tough time picking this one, but I think it's because I'm picking with my head versus my heart. In my heart, I want Michael Bisping to win. The guy's coming to the end of a Hall of Fame career. He's coming off a difficult loss that broke his heart, and he just wants to get back there and erase all that. The guy's been a part of so many great moments in UFC history that I think I want to see him go out on a high note. I want to use my head. I just look at Kelvin Gastelum, the younger, stronger guy. Maybe a little bit smaller, but I feel like he does have a little bit of a power advantage. I do feel like his boxing is getting better and better every time out. More importantly, he's not coming off a recent loss. He was getting ready for Anderson Silva. He was getting ready for the biggest fight of his career. I just feel like all the signs point towards Kelvin Gastelum, but even though we're not supposed to cheer for anybody, I'll be hoping Michael Bisping can pick up a win.
So I think that Michael Bisping has the speed advantage in this fight. I think that he has better cardio as well. But I think eventually in later rounds, Gastelum will take him down, and I think he will finish this fight in the later rounds by TKO. I'm sorry, Bisping fans, but you'll see him in March.
Alright, so I think that Kelvin Gastelum actually would have had an easier time with a former champion, Anderson Silva, who I do feel he would have been able to take down and control on the ground. Bisping does have pretty solid takedown defense despite what we saw last time against GSP, and I do think that his pacing and his cardio will be the deciding factor here, as Gastelum has tired himself out in previous bouts and at times struggled with weight cut as well. Now admittedly, I don't think weight should be an issue in middleweight. However, I do think that the cardio, speed, and precision that Bisping brings will, and I see him pulling off a unanimous decision victory in the UFC's visit to Shanghai.
Has Michael Bisping bitten off more than he can chew? That is the big question going into UFC Fight Night in Shanghai. Kelvin Gastelum is excellent at middleweight. I think he looks better at 185 than he did at 170. The question here is Michael Bisping carrying the legacy of that GSP fight into this? He's going to be fighting with his heart rather than his head. That's a worry. He may also be carrying some damage into that fight. That's also a worry. But he's been medically cleared to fight, and if this is a level playing field, Michael Bisping gets this one done. I'm no doctor, so I'm going to side with Michael the Count Bisping, assuming that he is good to go to get this one done by decision. The cardio will win out again.
If we look into styles and the way this fight's going to potentially pan out, I think Kelvin Gastelum has the upper hand. Similar style maybe to Georges St. Pierre, is going to look for the ground, and I think he's going to get the job done. I don't think Michael is taking this fight for the right reasons, and I just think Kelvin Gastelum's had a lot more time to prepare a fresher body. I'm going to go with the young up-and-comer here in Kelvin Gastelum to get the job done in Shanghai on Saturday night.